1982 wildcard round of the playoffs is finally here. The last episode, episode 10, we saw the Phillies clinch the National League East. We saw the Expos clinch the wild card spot, and those two teams will be taking each other on here in Game 1, best of 5 in the wild card round. Again, 1982 did not have a wild card round. We have added that for some fun to get folks like Andre Dawson, Gary Carter, Tim Raines, folks that would have been out of the playoffs get a chance to perform on the biggest stage in baseball. So here we go. Let's start by taking a look at the Expos. We've seen them a lot this year. 8-7 is the Phillies' record against them. So one game over 500. The Expos have played us very, very tough. Tim Raines, 324. He is probably about 4 or 5 points short of a batting title leading off for the Expos. Stole over 100 bases this year. 2 years in a row, he's led the National League in steals. Tim Wallach at third base with 18 home runs, 85 RBIs. Gary Carter and Andre Dawson, the 3 and 4 hitters, two guys that will make you pay if you mess up. Hostetler, 28 home runs at the 5th spot, playing first base. Miller, Johnny LeMaster, and Backman. You look at the numbers, Miller's hitting 291, but LeMaster and Backman, we have to watch them because I know Johnny LeMaster just always seems to be on base against us, and we have to get those guys out to cut down the number of times we have to face Tim Raines, Wallach, Carter, Dawson. Starting rotation right now, looks like Bill Gullickson will not be able to go in Game 1. It'll be Scott Sanderson. I would suspect as soon as Gullickson is ready to go, though, he'll jump back in here and take a start. In the other series, we have Kansas City taking on Detroit. Kansas City picks up the win 7-3 in Game 1. Hidro beating Schatzeder. A little bit of a surprise in the second series for the American League. The Yankees win, take a 1-0 lead over the Oakland A's in this series. Floyd Bannister beats Dennis Eckersley. Boggs gets the save. You had home runs from Meyer, Watson, and Winfield. 14-6 was your final score. Here we go down on the field, Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Carlton on the hill, 18-6, 3.19 in the regular season. Thought he had a shot at 20. He did not get to that goal, but we did get that NL East title, and that's the most important thing. Tim Raines will lead things off. 324 average, 399 on base percentage. And here we go, underway, Game 1. Raines hits that ball into left field. It's going to drop in for a hit. Tim Wallach steps to the plate now. 296 on base percentage, 261 batting average, 18 home runs in the regular season. Raines on first. Swung on and missed, struck him out. Carlton picks up his first strikeout of the ball game. One down here in the first. Surprised Raines was not running. Now Gary Carter to the plate with a man on here in the first. Inside, Raines is taken off that time. Stolen base. Raines to second with one out. Carter in the hole, 0-2. 2-2 pitch now. Hit on the ground. Schmidt will have it. Throw him out. There's 2 away. Andre Dawson, the Hawk. 295, 37 home runs, 110 RBIs. Has to be an NL MVP candidate. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball. Schmidt's up with it. Will fire across. That ends the top of the first. Got Sanderson, 15-14. 3.89 is the ERA. A 229 and a third innings pitched season. 311 with 8 home runs. Stole 67 bases. Pitch on the way. Lonnie Smith hits a line drive right there as the third baseman. Wallach has it 1 away. Franco will be hitting second today. Get Sandberg back in the lineup. He will take over that second spot again. Franco hits it down the line. That could be some trouble. Cut off nicely. Franco can run, but he will hold it first. Schmidt to the plate with a runner on first, one down. On the way, ground ball, slow roller, Lemaster up with it, a flip to second, get the lead runner. 2 away. Now Jack Clark with Schmidt on first. Pitch from Sanderson. Clark goes the other way, second baseman's up with it, throws him out. We are through 1 with no score. Carter, Dawson, Hostetler due up 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 4th. It's on the way, goes the other way with it, but here comes Jack Clark. Couple steps in, makes the catch, 1 away. Andre Dawson now. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Carlton strikes him out. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Dave Hostetler, 0 for 1. Up the middle, there's Franklin who'll make the grab, throw him out at first. Nice play. Good range by Franklin. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the lineup, Raines, Wallach, and Carter for the Expos. This is one of the toughest 1-2-3 lineups in the game right now. Popped him up. Boa behind second. 1 away. Tim Wallach, 0 for 2. Pitch from Carlton, inside, but he's got that one, driving it to left center field, and that is going to go just over the fence. Tim Wallach makes it 1-0. A solo home run here in the 6th. Gary Carter will step in. 1-2 pitch. Struck out Carter. 2 away. Carlton now with 5 strikeouts in the afternoon. Now will face Andre Dawson. It's tough to say whether Raines or Dawson is the tougher out. Lifted that ball into the right center field gap. It's going to hop off the fence. Dawson will be into second. Clark will fire it back in, a 2-out double. Montreal starting to get the offense fired up. Hostetler steps in. I think Raines, Wallach, Carter, and Dawson are going to get their hits. How well the Phillies pitching does against Hostetler on down will decide this series. Misses with that pitch, he puts him on. First and second now, 2 outs. Second walk of the night for Carlton. It'll be Rick Miller, who is 1 for 2. Pitch on the way. Miller back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Will they send the runner around third? They will. Here comes the throw. Not in time. 2-0 Montreal. We will get Anderson and Hoffman up just in case. Lefty capable of going 120 pitches, 130 if we really need it. Strikes out Backman to start the 7th. 1 away. Sanderson staying in the game, pitching a shutout. He will bat now. He hits a fly ball into center. Maddox has it lined up all the way. 2 down. Now Tim Raines. 1 for 2. Pitch from Carlton. Swung on and missed. Carlton strikes out Raines. 2 earned runs over 7 innings, but the offense has nothing. Schmidt, Clark, May, 3, 4, and 5 for the bottom of the 7th. Sanderson at just 76 pitches. He is cruising. Schmidt takes that one on the outside corner. Struck him out. Jack Clark now. 0 for 2. That ball down past the first baseman into right field. Clark is on with a 1-out single. Get Milt May to the plate, 0 for 2. He lifts that ball. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Back-to-back singles with 1 out for Philly. First real rally of the ball game going for the Phillies right now here in the 7th. Gary Maddox. 0 for 2. Pitch on the way. Maddox gets out in front of it. He hits it down the left field line. Clark will get to third. He'll stop there. Didn't get a good jump. Bases are now loaded, 1 out. Len Franklin. 0 for 2 today. Playing for Ryne Sandberg for at least this game, maybe game 2. We'll see if Sandberg's ready. He will step in with 1 out, bases loaded, pitch on the way. They hit him. They hit him. Phillies are on the board now. It's 2-1. Glenn Franklin, you take that hit every time. Now Boa. Boa's 0 for 2. Been a clutch bat in his career. Can he come through? Infield is in. Contact. Hits it past the drawn-in second baseman. 2-2 ball game. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. Phillies take a 3-2 lead here in the 7th. Interesting decision. Normally when we have a late game situation like this where we have a lead, we will quite often pull Lonnie Smith out, put Vukovic in left field. A tight game like this, there's lefties in the bullpen for Montreal, so they decided to keep Lonnie Smith in this game. Tekulve is in. Picked him up right before the trade deadline. He will face Wallach, Carter, and Dawson. Tekulve sets. Here comes the pitch. Goes the other way. That's going to drop in front of Jack Clark. A leadoff single. Hits starting to fall for both teams now. Gary Carter to the plate. Tekulve throws. Missed ball 4. He has been rock steady since the Phillies got him. In some trouble now with Andre Dawson. Nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball into left. Lonnie Smith makes the catch. There's your first out. Now Jerry White will come out and pinch hit. Throw the lefty at Tekulve. 1-1 pitch. Line drive. Fly ball into right. Clark's there. He makes the catch. Runner will hold at second. So now 2 on, 2 out. Tekulve trying to work through this jam. Here in the 8th. Pitch on the way. How about past Franco into right field? Clark will come up throwing. Towards the plate. They will not. They will cut it off. Throw to third. Say he's safe at third base. That was a tight play, but Montreal has tied it. 3-3. Johnny LeMaster to the plate. Popped him up in the infield behind second base. There's Boa. He's got it. Montreal rallies and ties in the 8th. 3-3. We're gone to the bottom of the 8th. But Court's still in this ball game. He's thrown 2 innings. Picked up 2 strikeouts. Boa will lead things off. Off the end of his bat, that's going to drop in left field. Leadoff single for Larry Boa. Manny will grab a bat. He will hit for Anderson. Left-hander in. Try to get the bunt down. There it is. It's down. Fire to first. They get Manning, but Boa goes to second. The winning run now on second base. Lonnie Smith to the plate. He is 1 for 4. McCourt's pitch to Lonnie Smith. They walk him. That will set up a force. Bring up Franco. Franco's 1 for 4. 0-2 pitch. Hopped him up in the infield. Carter comes out. Will make the play in front of the pitcher's mound. 2 away. Bring Schmidt to the plate. Clark on deck. 3-2 pitch. Schmidt hits that ball for the head of the third baseman. That's going to go down the line. Here comes Boa to the plate. Phillies win game 1. Take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-5 wild card round of the playoffs. Well, there you go. Mike Schmidt getting it done, breaking through. Only hit of the ball game, but he drives in the game winner. 3 runs on 8 hits for the Expos. Multi-hit game for Tim Wallach. And Miller in right field had a 3-hit ball game, drove in 2 runs. For the Phillies, just Larry Boa went 2 for 4. He drove in 2 runs. Franklin 0 for 3, drove in a run. And of course, you just saw Mike Schmidt drive in the game winner. Look at the pitching. Carlton, 7 innings, 2 earned runs. As usual, deserves a win, as quite often happens. Doesn't get it. McCulvey, who had been spectacular for the Phillies since coming to the team, gives up a big run in this one. I'm sure he will be back in this series. He's a very, very important piece. McGraw pitches top of the 9th, and Larry Anderson ends up with the win, pitching the top of the 10th, picking up a strikeout. Steve Carlton is your player of the game. 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, threw 109 pitches, 53,681 at Veterans Stadium. See the Phillies win game 1, take a 1-0 lead over the rival Expos in this 5-game series. That will do it for today. Game 1 in the books. If you're enjoying this, please like, please subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Comment. You think you should change the lineups? Who should be in there? We've got to get Keith Moreland in the lineup somehow. He always seems to come through in those big spots. So we'll be working on getting him into this lineup. But big win, off to a good start. 2 more to go.